What's up? Welcome back, everyone, to Crossplay, our video game podcast here at the Whatnauts. We're recording this live at 5:21 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Saturday, February 19, episode 108. Coming up on today's show. Coming up on today's show, Horizon is the best game ever, even better than Breath of the Wild 2. Cyberpunk is finally out. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is finally out. And Tom Holland is in Fortnite once again, but not as Spider-Man this time. You know what I mean? We will get to all of that in just a bit. My name is Gino Viteri. I am joined by Kyle Springer. What's up, Kyle?
Hello. How's it going?
Hello. And Ignacio Rojas. What's up, Ignacio?
So you changed the date, but you couldn't change the fact that it said
that wasn't
Thursday
me.
there.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it was Kyle. Okay.
I just didn't change the day there. It is actually Saturday, but we've been discussing the idea of maybe switching our recording date to one of the weekdays, and Gino has been vying for Thursday. So
yeah, that's what we recorded on last time. So I feel like whichever day though, to be honest with you, probably it's fine. But
no decisions have been made yet.
Yeah, no decisions have been made. We'll have to talk to the rest of the crew here. Of course, Alan is not here. I believe he said, what did he say? Let's go check the Discord.
He said he has a family function.
Why do you interrupt? He said he got fired from his job and that he is going to fight his boss right now.
Yeah.
See, I heard he lost his hand to an oven.
To an oven?
Yeah. Just completely burnt.
Can you elaborate? Do you know how it happened?
Yeah.
Like you've seen My Little Toaster, right? What was that movie? Just imagine that where all the appliances
the little
are coming.
Toaster that could or whatever. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And the thing just like sprung to life and was like, "Look here, bitch," and then like bit his hand off. Right.
I see. Interesting.
I thought he had an accident, but no, it turns out that it came alive. Wow.
Yeah, not the way you would think. Not the way you would think.
Not what I thought.
It was not an accident. It was actually an assault. It was an assault.
It was an assault. Yeah.
So yeah. So Alan is not here, and it's been who was gone last week? Was Ignacio's gone last week, right? Or Kyle?
No, Kyle wasn't.
Kyle, and then Ignacio.
Kyle was semi here.
Man, my stomach last week sitting on that toilet all week.
It really was like for 2.5 hours in the toilet, dude. Freaking crazy. That's wild. And then me and Alan gone last time for no reason whatsoever, to be honest with you.
Right.
No reason at all.
Just pure idiocy.
Yeah.
Just the three of us here, hanging out. Chilling, and we got some big stuff to talk about. Not news-wise.
Wait.
Not news-wise. What? What are you talking about?
Are we moving on to what we've been playing?
Not yet. I'm just saying that we got some big stuff to what we got to talk about today. What you want? Is there something that you want to bring up?
Yeah, there's something I wanted to talk about since we usually use this beginning of the podcast to talk about other things.
You know what you should do? Feel free. Let's talk about this for next time or just the future. Feel free to stop me. You know what I mean? How you just did now, actually. Or just be like, hey, so I want to ask you guys something. Something like
Gino,
that.
don't worry. If I want to, I will stop you.
There you go.
Don't you worry.
100%.
Yeah. Kyle, some big news happened, I think, this week that I think both you and I would be interested on. I dropped a link on the document here from The Verge.
I saw this. This was freaking great.
Let me check this out here. Let's see.
It's it's some kind of project that was announced. It's not clear if this is going to be a movie or an animated show or a comic.
It's a cinematic universe.
Yeah,
that's how it's
I
been
just
described.
heard that the thing was announced, but like no details have been we just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, so we're talking about the announcement that Japanese industry titans are teaming up.
You described so much, Kyle, without saying what it was.
Yeah, we have not talked about what the news is.
Yeah, that was funny.
So the news here is Japanese industry titans are teaming up for a new cinematic universe based on iconic properties from Toho, Toei, Kara, and Subaraya Productions. They all have announced the formation of Shin Japan Heroes Universe, which will include representation from Godzilla, Ultraman, Kamen Rider, and Evangelion.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool from what I see.
The picture that they have there is just fantastic. I love it. I am all in.
One weird thing about the news story is that they are actually using the Evangelion rebuilds as a base for this. It's gonna be happening in the rebuild universe.
Wild.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Godzilla and Fortnite. That'd be freaking great, right?
Wait, so do you want a skin for Godzilla? Or do you want a Godzilla-sized Godzilla roaming around?
No, dude,
to be honest,
Godzilla
more kaiju in Fortnites, but not as like things in the thing, but like you as them. Running around as Godzilla.
but Godzilla specifically
from the small arms with a gun.
From the 1999 movie Godzilla.
Okay,
with this guy Brosnan. What is his name? That one. That's a great Godzilla.
I mean,
movie.
they recently introduced dinosaurs and natural disasters to the game, so I think they could very well introduce like Godzilla to the game.
Yeah,
like a Godzilla-sized Godzilla to the game.
That would be awesome, actually.
Yeah,
that would be really.
But
cool.
This is pretty cool news. I'm interested to see how they will make them all come together because again, they are using the rebuild universe, Evangelion rebuild universe, as the universe for the crossover, and that universe, I don't know how it will work, but I'm interested to see what they'll do.
Yeah, absolutely. What's interesting is I know Hideaki Anno he's made a Godzilla movie before. He made Shin Godzilla. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he's working on an Ultraman movie next.
I think I know he either worked or is working on some other production of one of these.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's somehow tied into all of this. If he's like out of his Shin Godzilla movie, maybe making a.
It says here that Anno is working on the upcoming Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh, well then, yeah. I mean, he might be the creative mind behind this all then.
What a genius.
He's working on all of that stuff.
Absolute genius.
Freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Man,
have you watched Evangelion?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched Evangelion before. I know of it. I've seen it and heard of it, but I have never watched it. There's a lot of it, right? Isn't there like a huge thing, or is it just
not a lot? There's of course the anime that has like 26 something like that episodes, and then there are 4 rebuild movies which are kind of like a retelling / reimagining of the Evangelion series.
I see. You know what, Ignacio? I'll think about it.
Hey, there you go. Speaking of big news, I do have one thing to share before we get on to what we've been playing.
Okay.
Yeah. So life news for me. I announced this on the captain's log this past week. No, not yet. But I am moving in with my girlfriend, which means I will no longer be here on the East Coast. I'm moving to the Midwest. I'll be in the Central time zone.
Wow.
The worst time zone of them all, Central.
A bunch of the nerd
nobody
Central.
likes.
Central time zone. What is it? Mountain?
Yeah, mountain time is the
mountain time is even worse. We don't even mention that
Forgot
one.
that one existed.
Yeah. But no, I'll be out in Oklahoma, Oklahoma City. Yeah. And I'm moving kind of towards the end of March. So in about a month here, we might have to kind of. Yeah, we might kind of have to play it by ear on when we record or who's recording, all that stuff. We'll keep you all up to date.
That's exciting, though. I'm happy for you, man. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're leaving everything behind. Everything that's in your room, you're leaving it all behind.
No, I am taking all of my comics and stuff like that. But like at big furniture and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna sell and not have to deal with all of that stuff.
So we're gonna have to say bye to his background that Kyle has in a month or so.
I will have a bigger room for my podcast thing.
More space for content.
Yeah, so we moved into a 3-bedroom place.
Holy moly! Look at that.
So yeah, I'm going to have a whole. Yeah, it's a house. We're renting it, but it's still. I'll have a whole big room for my podcast setup. It's going to be great.
That's freaking great, dude!
Nice.
That's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's a big deal. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, Kyle.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you.
Gino, do you have anything to say? Anything to reveal? Anything to add?
I have my secrets, Ignacio. Let's move on what we've been playing, my friends.
Okay.
All right, so I see here we've all been playing Horizon Zero West. Forbidden Dawn, sorry.
I don't know what you guys keep talking about. There was like no video games that have come out in the past couple weeks or are coming out. It's just
no games coming out soon. Yeah,
there's nothing.
Yep.
That's why I've been playing Lost Ark, dude. All the way from South Korea. Had to been playing a South Korean game. You know what I mean?
Have you been playing it?
Actually, yeah. I don't have it here because I don't have much to say about it. I did get to end game for Lost Ark, and I kept doing all that stuff. But then that's when the pay to win came to play. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's when I was like, okay, I see what we're working with here. I see what's going on around here. So slow down on it, of course, but I'm very excited for whatever, because there's still so much content that they haven't brought to the West. So I'm hoping we get more classes and stuff like that, because they are pretty fun to play. But anyway. We're all going to talk about Horizon here since we have. But first, I think we should probably just mention Sifu, since you did want to talk about that for a little bit. Ignacio, since you did finish it.
I wanted to talk about Sifu. An update from where I was last week. I platinumed the game.
Platinum, okay.
Yeah.
Show off.
Wow.
Pretty good game. Dude. Yeah, pretty good game. I loved it all from beginning to end, and even I'm not the platinum guy. I'm not Alan, who refuses to play Horizon because he's still getting the Dying Light 2 platinum.
Yeah.
So if I just see a platinum that is difficult, or if it is just going too off of the beaten path or committing too much time to it, I usually don't do it. And when I first finished the game and I went to look at the trophies and I saw beat the game being 20 years old, 25 years old or younger, I thought, there's no way I'm doing it. There's no way I'm coming into it. I'll just play a little bit more, see if I can build these other levels without dying. And as I kept going and going, and as I kept getting better and better, I ended up doing it. I beat the game at 24. I got every little secret from the game, and that's how I got the platinum. And my final thoughts of the game, having platinum it, are still that I like how it is hard, but I feel like every time I go at it, and if I keep coming back, I feel like I'm progressing. I'm getting better and better. I could have died the first 3 times. I could have the 4th beating it at my last life, but then as I keep going, I'm shaving 10 years, 15 years from my life from where I'm beating it, and I just love that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's
cool,
what's up.
Cool.
Where are you guys with the game?
I was about to say, I haven't played it since last week. I just got too busy and haven't even touched it.
The club was beating my ass too hard, man. So I was like, you know what? We are going to mention it. We have some news about Sifu later. And I'll bring up more what I think about and when I'm going to start playing it again.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Again, I mentioned it last week how it took me like 3 tries to get to the end boss, And I keep hearing people being the place where people just stop because they cannot progress.
Yeah.
It is so funny. Then going back to it, like even when trying to get the platinum, how I wanted to get more powers, and every time I keep going back to it, it felt so easy.
Mm-hmm.
I would beat it without dying or dying like a couple of times, and I know all the moves from the boss.
That's kind of what the game wants you to do is just keep replaying these levels. So part of it is memorization, right? That, all right, this guy will be here, this guy will do that. But then part of it is like, okay, you do need to learn how to dodge things properly, and you need to get better at that. And it's hard to do that if you don't want to spend the time in that and just repeatedly get your ass whooped, and you just have to be like, you have to memorize their combos, and when they do this, it means I have to dodge up or dodge down or who knows what, and that's tough. And I think that is the thing that like is I'm struggling with, is like I want a challenge. I want to be able to like visibly get better at this, but I don't necessarily want to sink in that kind of time. And I'm also like, I don't have those reflexes. So
yeah, same, dude. Anyway, so we've also all been playing Horizon Forbidden Dawn. And you guys are okay. You guys are noticing. And so I guess I'm calling it something different.
The name? No, no, we didn't notice. Not at all.
So I mean, we don't have to talk about what Horizon is. So just our thoughts on it. I absolutely love this game. I've played. I guess I would say I've played. Now I'm like 10 hours in or something, maybe. But obviously that's not 10 hours straight main story. That's like side questing and other stuff and all.
Yeah, but the game came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Right?
I played 8 hours alone yesterday.
Wow.
Like last night, I played 8 hours straight of that. And yeah,
someone
I freaking
has no friends.
I love it, man. It's actually extremely good. It is Horizon, but 10 times better. Is what it is. It's literally, when you think of these, it's like, oh, it's more of the same. Yeah, it is more of the same. It's Horizon. Horizon's great already. But there's definitely stuff that it's done better now than the first one had. So I think it's a worthy successor to Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying Aloy in general. I'm enjoying all the characters. I think the facial animations are definitely way better than they were in the first one. I think Aloy, now that you're able to make choices with Aloy now, but I feel like that's a little weird because I already knew Aloy we already knew Aloy how she was. So now you're trying to change how she is in certain decisions, which is interesting to me. So I always
you can play it as you rather than her, right? Yeah,
you can play it as you, but I sort of felt like when that first popped up to me, I was like, but what would Aloy say here?
Yeah.
Like what would Aloy be doing here?
Didn't the first game also have choices?
Did it? I don't remember.
I remember it having it.
I played it like when it first came out, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't remember at all.
I remember it having choices.
I don't think so.
I don't know if meaningful choices, but at least
dialogue choices. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That came up to me and I felt a little weird, but I don't know. What do you guys think? How long have you guys played for?
I've only been in for the first hour or so. Haven't gotten to play much. So I can't really say for a lot, but the first hour is just kind of the same. It's the same thing,
Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt you. We have someone in the chat here, Kyle, that said that Horizon reuses assets from the first game, like God of War Ragnarok is fucking right, guys.
Right,
like reusing the bow animation, dude, is so horrible. They're reusing the bow animation in God of War, and that's pretty lazy, to be honest with you. It is pretty lazy, so I totally get that. All right.
But yeah, so like I'm not even really past the tutorial yet, but it is
okay.
A little long. I've been a little underwhelmed with that first hour so far, but again, I'm only an hour in, so like
have you seen the big snakes yet?
I don't have much to say. Yes, I have beaten that big snake.
Okay,
big snake dude.
That's literally that's the tutorial.
Yeah. God, it looks beautiful. It
is
good.
very beautiful. Yeah, it actually looks extremely beautiful. I love that about it. What about you, Ignacio?
I'm with Kyle, where I've also only played like an hour. Do
you guys not like this game or what? What's going on here?
No, it's not that. You
have social lives, Gino.
No, I beaten the initial area of the game. Then you go to another place and you have to climb a spire, and I climbed the spire. That's where I left it. But so far, I'm with Kyle, where it doesn't feel yet like it is this great game that I've heard a lot of people talk about it being like great game of the year.
Yeah.
Whatever. And it hasn't felt like that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to see like where that's coming from. Like with the fight with the snakes. The snake. It felt a little bit like that. And I'm sure that when the game does open up, it will be that, but so far I've only played 1 hour, and that hour is what has made me not play more than an hour yet.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, but I'm gonna play more. And I hope that it does get
to it.
Yeah. Robot here in the chat. Aloy is just not all that much of a likable protagonist, in my opinion. I think Aloy, specifically, she reminds me a lot now in this game of Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because
I played as Alexius.
Did you? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, dude. Cassandra. She's well, they probably have the same dialogue options.
It is the same.
But she felt badass, you know. She knew she was badass.
Yeah.
She could freaking beat everyone's ass if she wanted to, all that stuff. And that's what Aloy is like now. Because obviously and now everyone treats her as, she's the savior of this,
Which is interesting because that's not really who she was in the first game. Like she was like there was a sense of discovery. Like, hey, I've been an outcast my entire life. I don't know what all of this is, what all this culture is, all that stuff. And in the first hour of the game, she is more confident of like, here's the thing that goes in your ear. I'll show you how to back up your data, like all that stuff. And they're just like, what is this? And like, she seems more confident, which makes sense in that respect. But then when she gets to town, she's still like, they're all like, oh my God, it's the savior. And she's just like, I don't know. But then I was listening to Spawn on Me this morning, and Khalif was like, down the road, she starts to lean into that.
She does.
And it just like, that doesn't really seem like her. So
I think
take that as you will. Who knows?
The way they do it is, I feel like she leans into it when, from what I've seen, because I'm a little further, she leans into it when it benefits her, I think. Because she understands that people know her as this person. And with the people that she's been close to, she doesn't want to feel that way. She's like, because she, as far as you guys have gotten, she's like, she left when they celebrated her or whatever, because she wasn't used to that kind of stuff, right? And then she sees that statue of her and she's like, it's a little weird and all that stuff. Because these are people that she's been, in contact with while she was, becoming this hero or whatever. But when she meets other people that know who she is and she needs to do something, because there's a huge sense of urgency for Aloy in this game for some reason. She is get to the point. I have to do what I need to do. I have to, save the world pretty much or whatever. So when it benefits her, that's when she leans into it. I don't think it's because she's becoming arrogant of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it is, at least for the hour, it is justified because she isn't like the other. She sees like what's behind everything. Like you see it in the first hour with with her friend, how the friend still believes that there is a goddess, that the mountains, there's a goddess in there, but she knows that there's no goddess. It is all machines. It is all AI, and you know that generates a clash between them because she sees behind the curtain. She sees the strings that are going on, pulling everything, and I like how that's why you get a little bit of conflict between them. And she has a sense of urgency because she knows what's happening. She knows that she is there. She was brought there because she has a job to do, and she hasn't been able to fulfill that job because whenever she gets close, the lead goes.
She loses the lead.
There is something stopping her.
Yeah, for sure. I think I want you guys to get further because she does develop and a lot more of the game opens up to and all that stuff. When you get the when you get the glider from Zelda Breath of the Wild, game opens up a lot too. You know what I mean? So yeah. Very exciting though. You guys aren't that far in, so we don't have to talk so much more about it though. Okay, and then that's it. That's all we've been playing here. So let's move on to a little bit of housekeeping.
We put a lot of hard work into the shows that we make, and yes, we make multiple different shows here at the Whatnauts, and we'd love it if you check them all out. You can find out more information on our website at thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. When you type in the Whatnauts, all of our shows will pop up right there. Just don't forget to give us a nice rating and review if you like the shows. If you want to support what we do here at The Whatnauts, patreon.com/The Whatnauts is the best place to do that. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can get all kinds of exclusive content at the $3 tier. You can also get a shout out and a thank you on all of our shows at the $5 tier. You can support us on Twitch by subscribing to our channel at twitch.tv/The Whatnauts, and we would love to have you all join us for our live streams and talk with us in the chat. And lastly, we have merch. If you'd like to grab yourself a shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug or something else, go to thewhatnauts.com/store to pick up some merch today.
And we are back. I'd like to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier and above. Sam, thank you so much for supporting us for so long. You are all of our longest committed relationship. Thank you very much for that. Kyle, anything you want to mention?
Yeah. So on the review show this week, we are covering an audio drama podcast called Brimstone Valley Mall. It's set in the 90s in a mall. If you guys like the View Askew universe, Mallrats and Clerks and all that stuff, it's a lot like that. Except some of the characters that work there at the mall are demons, and wow. they're just kind of having fun and working their jobs. It's almost Y2K in this story, and some of them have a band, and they're about to play their Y2K party at the mall, but one of their members goes missing, and they have to go find him and stuff like that. It's been a lot of fun. You guys should check it out. Tomorrow, we're also going to be recording our spoiler cast for Peacemaker, which I freaking loved. It is great. And if I do say so myself, it is maybe better than any of the Marvel TV shows that we've gotten so far.
How dare you?
Wow. Hey, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I think maybe you're right.
It kind of is. Right. Yeah. So there you go. Be on the lookout for all of that stuff.
Cool. Excellent. All right. So that is housekeeping, my friends. Let's move on to the news of the week. Okay. So do you guys remember some time ago when Sony was like, "Hey, we're shutting down the PlayStation, the PSP, and the PS3 stores now, tomorrow."
Yes, and I went and I bought pitchforks and I bought torches and I got a megaphone. I dressed up as Crash and was
exactly. So you were that
yelling at him.
You were that viral video. Okay, so obviously, as we all know, the big uproar about that was that they told everyone they're shutting down the stores and they're doing it tomorrow. They didn't give anyone enough time, right?
It wasn't like that.
It was the next day that they said they were going to shut them down. So Nintendo has announced that they are closing the 3DS and the Wii U shops, but in 2023, so a year from now. So let's see here. This comes directly from Nintendo.com that I have here. As of late March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make purchases in Nintendo eShop for the Wii U system and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. It will also no longer be possible to download free content, including game demos. Furthermore, as this date draws closer, related services will cease to function, such as of May 23, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds to an account in the Nintendo eShop on Wii U or the 3DS family of systems. And as of August 29, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a Nintendo eShop card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or the 3DS family of systems. So, what do you guys think? Cool. Good. Are you sad?
I'm not particularly sad because I never had a 3DS or a Wii U, so I don't have a nostalgia for those games. But on one hand, business-wise, it makes sense, right? Those are the older consoles, and most of that stuff. Like to keep the online stores running and stuff, it costs them money, and if they're old and no one's buying them, then after a bit, you just kind of have to shut them down. But then there's also I'm not sure which one. Oh, what games from the Wii U have we still not gotten on Switch? You guys know off the top of your head?
You have the Xenoblade games, the Wind Waker, and Twilight
Princess HD.
Yeah, Twilight Princess, both of those.
Mm-hmm. There's a small handful of games like that I hope they make it onto the Switch, but at this point we're also 5-6 years into the life cycle of the Switch.
Yeah.
So Nintendo has an issue with preservation. That's just bottom line. I
went to Amazon here, looked up the Wii U and the 3DS. Mm-hmm. This is the most interesting part of this happening. They are both more expensive than the Switch, right?
Wow.
The 3DS I see top here at $418.99.
What 3DS is that?
The Nintendo new 3DS XL console. And then we have the Wii U at $383.
Well, the Wii U was always that expensive.
Still? To this day? Before this happened?
It never got a price drop.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
No, you might have gotten a 25 to 50.
I mean, at some point, I feel like the Wii U should have been less expensive than the Switch, no?
No, right? that was a big thing with the Wii U. It never got any affordable.
Interesting. That's crazy. But the 3DS has never been this price. $418, $420.
Depends on the 3DS.
Interesting.
Because that's the newest 3DS.
I see.
You could look up the 2DS XL, the 2DS, the non-new 3DS. Maybe you'll get. And also, you said Amazon, so those are technically new.
Let me actually look at the PS Vita as well here. There's no PS Vitas for sale. God damn it, dude.
But Amazon sends for the most part new consoles.
No, they sell used consoles from people that are selling them.
Yeah, Amazon itself
Probably check eBay, huh?
Sellers, yeah.
Yeah, eBay, I think you'll find it for way cheaper, especially the Wii U. I think I've seen it for way less.
But yeah, I'm assuming obviously these things are now up. The price is up on them because of this. The stores going down in a year. Now people are wanting to buy them. I figure, right? So that's obviously interesting. Like Kyle, I have no set. Oh, $174.99.
No,
for the Wii U on eBay. Amazon sucks, guys. Don't ever go to Amazon, man. Oh, but this is this is for buy it now. All right, cool. Anyway, don't
go to Amazon for old consoles.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you order a new console from Amazon and when you get it, tell them you never got it. That's how you get a free console. Just anyway, so I don't really. I think this is obviously being handled better than how Sony did it. That's why Sony had to do that the way they did. They had to reverse it, and those are going down now, right? Was it that
short of a time? I don't remember it being that short of a time.
It was like 2 months. It was like 4 months. Ignacio, you don't remember this? That they had to say, okay, we're not going to do it anymore. They stopped doing it, right? They said they're not going to bring them down, right? Is that what happened? I forgot how it resolved itself. But
I'm not sure now, right? Like if they extended it or something. But yeah, the initial thing was like, it's happening in like a month or 2 months, and everyone was like, whoa, what the hell?
Exactly. So, Nintendo doing it like this. Oh, in a year from now, the stores are going down. I don't see anyone angry. People are like, oh, this is okay. It's happening. Let's say goodbye or whatever, all that stuff.
Okay, so I have a story from March 29th of last year. They said that it would close that August.
Yeah.
Like 27th of August.
So like 5 months.
Oh, wait, and the PS3 and PSP would go down on July.
Yeah.
Oh, was it so like 3 months later after that? Yeah. Wow. It was real quick. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is better.
Nintendo definitely.
But yeah, this is an inevitability. It is inevitable that at some point they have to close the stores. We talked about it when the news for the PSP, PS3, and PS Vita came out that there is a cost associated with keeping these stores open, and it gets to the point where you do not see any return on investment for keeping these stores closed. And so it does have. There has to be a point where they have to close them down, and for the 3DS, it's been 12 years. They're 12 years, and the Wii U, it has been 11 years. So, and also the Wii U was a failure. So,
I'm surprised it lasted that long, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to keep it open, keep it up, especially since, again, like we mentioned, so many Wii U games have come out on the Switch. So,
and doesn't
at least
3DS,
for the Wii U, it makes a...
Does the 3DS still sell, though? I feel like it still does, doesn't it?
Maybe. The 3DS is the most interesting or unexpected one, I think. The Wii U is more expected because the Wii U was a failure. The 3DS wasn't a failure. It was very successful. So that one is a bit more surprising. But
so
it's Nintendo, so they're going to do their own thing.
This up, because as much as we are like, I think in one sense, Nintendo is handling this well. The Video Game History Foundation did tweet this out once Nintendo announced all of that stuff. It says, well, it is unfortunate that people won't be able to purchase digital 3DS or Wii U games anymore. We understand the business reality that went into this decision. What we don't understand is what path Nintendo expects its fans to take should they wish to play these games in the future. As a paying member of the Entertainment Software Association, Nintendo actively funds lobbying that prevents even libraries from being able to provide legal access to these games. Not providing commercial access is understandable, but preventing institutional work to preserve these titles on top of that is actively destructive to video game history. We encourage ESA members like Nintendo to rethink their position on this issue and work with existing institutions to find a solution.
That's a whole can of worms you just opened there. Okay.
Yeah.
Can of worms.
That's the bad part of the news, because who plays a Wii U, right? But even then, the Wii U Virtual Console is so much faster than you might think, and it is way bigger than what we're seeing on the Switch, and it also on the 3DS. And that's one sad thing from this, is that that was a legal way for people to play a vast library of old games that you just cannot do it on the Switch. I don't know why Nintendo decided to stop going that way. They had it with the Wii, they had it with the Wii U, the 3DS, where the Virtual Console had so many games on so many different consoles. And they just stopped with the Switch. With the Switch, we just have 3 consoles, whereas for the Wii U, if I'm not mistaken, they even had DS and Game Boy in there. Plus the NES, SNES, N64, the Sega consoles. They had so much more there. So that's one sad aspect of this, is that you are losing.
I think
you're losing that.
The thing about it is that we're only losing the digital part of it, right? Like the physical media is still out there. So if there is such a thing as game preservation, then you still have those consoles. They're not going nowhere. We're not taking them from you. And you still have the physical media. That's not going anywhere. They're not taking that from you. It's just not going to be sold anymore. That's it. Plain and simple. So I feel like this whole idea of like all of the history.
But there's wear and tear on the cartridges. Some of them still have batteries inside them. If you can't get those batteries, right? If you want to play the game for pleasure or work or stuff like that, there's really no way to get a hold of that unless you already have it.
Yeah,
and it still works.
I know a couple of ways. I know a way. Some would call it unnatural.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, there are ways to get it, sure, but not legal ways, right? Which Nintendo is also very strict on going after people who put up those sites and stuff like that, and like they are very active in trying to shut that down.
Incredibly active.
Yeah. So. It's a whole can of worms.
There's definitely backup of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like the store might be going for consumers, but there's a bunch of stuff there still. Files. As we're learning in Horizon Zero Dawn, there's always a backup of a file.
That's the thing. Yeah, you do have the argument of it is game preservation. It is easy access for it, but in all honesty, it still exists. There is technically a way to do it. So in regards to preservation, there is already a preservation of all the things that are in there. Technically, so you are technically not losing things. I think the biggest thing here is that you lose easy access to those games. Those games are not going to disappear from history. You can even find Satellaview games. Satellaview, if you do not know, were games that were transmitted as a broadcast through satellites on the NES or SNES. Wow. You can even find those. So technically you will not lose anything. But there are
also ones of stuff like that, like you mentioned, the Satellaview, that were available for a week. And that was it. And if you missed it, it's gone.
That's cool, though. And that's just cool. That's because when you think about it, we have this kind of stuff in video games too. Like if you're playing like a live service game, there's stuff that's gone that you couldn't get, that you can't get from before. And it's you had to be there. You know what I mean? That's adds value to these things too. You know what I mean? And that's why, there's, retro games that sell for more and all that stuff. Like, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. So I feel like that whole, the game preservation thing it makes sense, but at the same time, it's, why you want to play GT1 when GT7 is coming out right now? It looks better too. You know what I mean?
It's like that.
It's like that. Yeah. Oh, you got to play it, to learn the story and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, not just learn the story, but like learn how games are made. Why were they making them this way at that time? Why didn't they think of this yet? Or what were the limitations? How did that help them? There's tons of stuff.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. You're a nerd. Yep. Just kidding. Okay. So yeah, but it's of course it's always important to preserve these games and stuff. And Nintendo's a bunch of losers, dude. Bunch of meanies, man. Oh, Wii U. I forgot something here. I forgot what I was gonna bring up that wasn't on the dock. Let me bring it up now. Final Fantasy had a live letter Friday last night while I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn. And these things usually last like 10 hours. So as I was watching it on the side there, they were talking a little bit just about it wasn't anything with big news, right? So it was just like the next 10
What are we talking about?
It was the next 10 years because it's big news to me, okay? The next 10 years of Final Fantasy, right? And then just
10 years.
Just something here that's will be of interest to you guys. The free trial is coming back on February 22nd.
Yay.
February 22nd. So at the time of you hearing this, if you're watching this when the episode releases, the free trial is now back. Okay, so you have a free trial. Including that lets you go up to level 60, including the award-winning Heaven's Ward expansion, with no restrictions on playtime. So there you go.
No restrictions?
No restrictions at all. So free trial is coming back. And then we have patch 6.1, which is a whole patch of new content, new story, and all that stuff. It's going live sometime in April. So that's going to be very exciting. And then here's another thing that might be of interest to some of you guys that don't really play MMOs. They're adding, what is it? They're adding this thing called the trust system, right? To previous expansions and the current expansions, where you can pretty much play the entirety of the game on your own. You'll just have NPC characters that join you instead for dungeons and stuff like that. So anything that you would normally do with other players, you can play just with the NPCs. So you can basically play this game entirely on your own as a single player game, which is pretty cool. I think that would bring a lot of people in, I think, just to play a Final Fantasy game, sure. That aren't as social as you would think. Anyway, so that was just some little stuff there on the game that I wanted to bring up. So that was that. All right, so let's move on here to number 2 on the dock. Capcom is teasing something with a new countdown. So what is the countdown at right now? Where is it? Where's the
One
Capcom
day
website?
and 6 hours.
1 day and 6 hours.
So by the time you're hearing this, you will know what the announcement was.
Yeah, but we are recording live, of course.
Gino,
yes.
What do you think it is?
Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignacio, do you have a thought?
Rumors are that it is the new Street Fighter 6.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought when I'm thinking Capcom, I only thought Resident Evil for some reason. Okay. Oh, it could be Monster Hunter 6 for all we know too,
I guess I'm not a big fan of the stuff that Capcom typically puts out, so I don't have skin in the game, but I'm going to back Ignacio on this one. I think it's Street Fighter, because we haven't heard much from
I don't care about Street Fighter. Yeah.
Well,
it has been a while since 5.
Resident Evil has had a lot happening recently.
They also tweeted something
there's
from
been a lot of it.
They tweeted something. There's something suspicious activity going. This is translated from Japanese to English. That the Resident Evil Twitter posted. There's something suspicious activity going on at the Resident Evil portal. It seems that this was the reason why all the staff around me worked busy lately. There's something going on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Japan time. We hope you all enjoy it.
Tomorrow, Japan time.
And that was on February 14th. So whatever happened, it's already happened.
It already happened.
So then what the fuck was that?
So what was it? Okay.
I don't know. No one cares.
Damn. So I guess they stopped talking about that one after a while.
Yeah. I mean, it very well could be something Resident Evil related, but like I was just saying, like there's been a lot of that recently, and Street Fighter 6 we haven't really heard anything about, so I think that would be a big.
So looking at the countdown here, those numbers are Resident Evil numbers. Plain and simple. You see those numbers? That's the font from Resident Evil. You guys don't see this? It's plain and simple. It's right in front of your face. That's the font from Resident Evil. That's not the font from Street Fighter. Sorry to tell you, Street Fighter has some crazy fighting font. These are numbers.
Put the numbers in the font of the countdown.
I mean, but those are very Resident Evil like numbers, so I'm feeling.
I don't know. According to Jeff Grubb.
Yeah.
Jeff Grubb, right?
Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, Jeff Grubb. According to him, he has heard from multiple sources that it is Street Fighter 6.
Okay, I see.
So, on one hand, we have Jeff Grubb, noted leaker of things and whatnot. And then on the other hand, we have Gino and his number theory. Yeah. So, I don't know. You choose which one.
I should probably ask him.
His font theory, even though I'm the graphic designer on the team.
What he tweeted that? Jeff Grubb tweeted that?
No, it said that
because I'm going to respond saying, what do you think about the font of the numbers, huh?
No, that's got something to do with Giant Bomb video show.
Hyped for Games in the chat says they are updating the RE Portal site with the history of game releases. The first batch covers the originals and RE0. That might be RE4 context as to.
Gotta be RE4 remake. I'm telling you guys right now. If I'm right, what do we bet?
I still owe Ignacio like $20 from
you still owe me.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, from our
I wanted to use
that for last year.
Yeah, I wanted to use that for Horizon and it didn't come in time, so.
Sorry.
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
Terrible.
Okay, so yeah, that's our speculation there.
Yeah, okay, Gino.
Yes.
Gino, if you are correct, we're gonna clip this out and show the whole world that you know more than Jeff Grubb.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Yeah, Jeff Grubb's a nerd. Anyway, what do we got here? What's the next thing? Number 3, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about Sifu again. Sifu developer here says accessibility features are coming, including difficulty modes. So this is from Games Radar. Vicky Blake over here on Games Radar wrote, Sifu developer Slowclap has told. That's a little hard to say if you say it fast. Slow clap, slow clap, slow clap, slow clap, slow clap. No, it was really pretty easy.
Didn't seem that hard.
Slow clap.
Slow clap has told an industry accessibility advocate that the studio is committed to bringing new accessibility features to the fighting game, including difficulty modes. Though co-founder Pierre Tarno stopped short of confirming when exactly the new features might be available. Can I play that? Steve Saylor tweeted the breaking news that the post-launch updates will include better captions, high contrast mode. Right now it only works on PC following a bug on console, of course. And perhaps most interestingly, difficulty modes. I did mention it earlier, Ignacio. When they add those difficulty modes is when I will go back to Sifu. Because I play games on easy, my friend.
I would like to give it another crack and see if I can at least progress past the club as it is. I think I can do it if I really sit there and put in that time. But like I said, I kind of don't want to put in that time. But I I do think this is a smart decision on their part.
Yeah,
I
of
wish
course.
it was in there sooner, but it is what it is.
Accessibility should always is always a smart decision for every game, of course. Difficulty modes is a different thing. Aside from that, we can think of it as accessibility, but it is different. And I think it just opens up the world for more people. You know, that's all it does, pretty much. So it's there if you need it, and the game. We already know how it's intended to be played. They got that point across. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to keep trying. You're supposed to keep trying until you learn. And this is why I'm having aversion to Dark Souls games.
But you refuse to learn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exactly. That's true. I've refused to learn. Just like Kyle mentioned earlier. I don't have. You don't have. Maybe you don't have the time. You don't want to. You don't have the patience to sit there and keep trying. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? It's just not for me. Although the game is great. I'd love to continue, you know what I mean? But I just can't get past a certain part. And that makes you better at the game than me.
How much have you tried?
Like 3 hours. Anyway.
3 hours?
So here's...
then you need a easy mode.
Here's the thing, though. With these difficulty modes, what do we think they're going to be? Because I don't think it's just going to be easy. And then I assume there's going to be a harder mode at some point. Like maybe one-shot mode or something.
I believe so.
Like you'll probably die in one hit or something like that. I assume these are going to be
one life mode.
Yeah, these aren't going to be easy and hard. I feel like these are going to be variable difficulty modes, like similar to the way Celeste had it, where you have, with Celeste you either have certain extra dashes or you just don't get hurt. Stuff like that.
I wish if it is more granular, God, yes, please, thank you. That'd be amazing. Because I don't necessarily want it to be so easy that it's no longer a challenge. Like I still want that.
Of course,
just open up the timing or the signaling somehow so that I can dodge effectively. Because I'm just too old to.
Or
to
if anything, maybe
shit out.
If anything, maybe, or you only go up 1 year for every death. You know what I mean? Like changing it to
no death counter.
Like just a 1 death counter. Like you die every time you die is just one up. You know what I mean? Like I think I would switch to that. I would be like, okay, I'll do that. Don't make the game easier,
Add
but
months.
Give me more try.
Add
certain months. That'll be funny. Let's see what in the chat. What is this? What's your Ginger's age in the club? What question is that from Bad Guy Nikki in the chat? I don't understand the question.
Nikki. What's my age in the club? So I've beaten
20.
the first level at age 25, I believe. So I'm going into the club,
youngest age in the club
at age 25. Yeah.
That's a very bad autocorrect.
So yeah. Like I'm at a good place to start the club. But I've gotten the shortcut to get to the trials and stuff like that, but I just get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. So
of course it's not a jab on the game or anything. The game's great. It's a cool game. It's a fun game. I just, just like I think about, like, objectively, I think all the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne, I think all those games are awesome. I'm not good. I'm not that good. I can't be that good. You know what I mean? I like playing games on easy. I have my whole life, so.
Damn, maybe I should give Souls games a try.
You should. I think you should try Elden Ring then, Ignacio. Try Elden Ring.
I think I will play Elden Ring.
Yeah, I want to play that.
But I don't know. I played Neo, and Neo didn't vibe with me. Because that felt more unfair with when I died.
Yeah. So I want to bring up Alan because he's the one that's against easier modes and Dark Souls. Would he be against an easy mode in Sifu, I wonder? I say yes.
No. if it gets him the platinum, I don't think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It gets him the platinum. But as we've mentioned before,
I don't think he would really care because it wouldn't affect him.
Did he play it?
Like he he wouldn't
Yeah, I don't think he's played it yet. I don't
that.
think he's played it yet.
Yeah.
Just play the Surge 1 and 2. Robot says in the chat, you're also terrible at Souls-like. So I remember Surge being a Souls-like game as well. Is that just easier than these normal ones like Dark Souls and stuff like that? That's what I wonder. But yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of Souls games. One game that I think the difficulty was actually perfect at normal was Kana. I think that one did it pretty good.
Disagree.
Perfect.
I think it was challenging enough at normal.
I hear that a lot of people say the opposite.
It wasn't balanced right.
It was horribly balanced. When you went to easy, it was way too easy. But I think normal was it was hard enough.
The thing with Kana was that on normal, the like normal bad guys were at the spot that they should have been. Like that was the right challenge for that stuff. But once you got into the boss fights, it was just insanely hard. And it was like, what is this? And when you knocked it down, yeah, it made the like normal bad guys way too simple. And it was just like, this is so easy. But once you got into boss fight, it was like, this is perfect. Like this is the challenge that I want. But it's like, that's not an easy boss fight.
It was weirdly balanced. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just felt like the normal difficulty there was, it challenged me in a way that I was like, damn, this feels like Dark Souls, but I could do this. You know what I mean? That's how I felt with certain bosses in the normal mode in Kana. And that's what I felt like Sifu was going to be, but no. Sifu's hard, dude. Sifu is hard.
I think a Souls-like that had a good difficulty was Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. You're right. I put that on easy.
I think that one was challenging enough, but also not to the level of any Souls-like game.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't know when we're getting that, right? We don't know at all yet. We don't know yet. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, so let's move on here, my friends, to number 4. So Horizon Forbidden West delay helped avoid crunch, says the director here. There's a little write-up from GameSpot, Steve Watts over at GameSpot. Horizon Forbidden West is out now after a long wait due to its delay out of the original 2021 launch window. That decision was made in part to avoid forcing the development team to crunch. According to game director Mathis De Jong, that happens very rarely with us. We are aware of the disadvantages of crunching, so we take this into account a lot in our planning. De Jong told the Dutch newspaper New via the Gamer. Of course, those who are willing to continue working on holidays are allowed to, but there's always a very clear position from the company that you don't have to. All right, so good. That's it, as expected, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good thing that they delayed that, because that will make for a better game. I'm still of the mind it didn't really need to be a cross-gen game, but I guess that's, you know.
Let's talk about that cross-generational thing in a little bit, too. Yeah. So this whole $10 jump, right? Did you guys buy the PS4 version?
Nah, I just went straight to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just went straight to PS5?
Yeah, I did it only because I wanted to play it right when it launched, and you couldn't do that if you do it the other way.
Yeah, so I did that, and I had to wait like an hour and a half to re-download it for the PS5 version. But I saved $10, and you know what I got with those $10, Ignacio? I got some Taco Bell. You know what I mean? So...
Hell yeah, live
was that smart?
Dude, you know what you could have done with the 10 extra?
What?
You could have added another 10 and paid me for your loss.
Yeah, you're right.
For your loss on the lead.
Probably should have done that.
Where's my money, man?
I probably should have done that. But yeah, so this...
Oh, man. Kyle, you just remind me of... I don't know if you guys... I'm guessing you guys go on TikTok, right?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Have you guys ever seen the goofy guy? The guy with the goofy puppet saying, "Where's my money?"
I have not seen that one.
Oh my god,
we have
so
different
funny.
For You pages. We have different For You pages.
I have to share it with you.
Man,
it's so funny.
You know what sucks? On my For You pages, I'm getting a lot of girls that are just, you know, girls. You know what I mean?
Gee, what are you looking?
Like, I feel like I stay on those
your
videos.
For You page is like all Korean stuff, like all BTS.
That's what I want. I want BTS. I want Final Fantasy. But when I see like a girl, like a pretty girl, I stay on that video for too long, and I feel like it's starting to cater my page now. And then now that's all I'm getting, and I'm like, damn it, this this is nice, but like I don't want to, just not what I want to see. I want to see like some funny stuff, and but whatever.
Anyways,
my For You page is only funny stuff.
Damn, lucky dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Horizon Forbidden West was delayed out of my fantasy draft last year, and then I put it back on my fantasy draft this year. And you know what that scored me, guys? 19 points. So heck yeah.
Wow.
F you guys. I'm winning this time. And then you know what? A double or nothing, Ignacio. If I win this year.
No.
If I win this year, you owe me 40, that dude.
No.
Okay. So that's it. Okay, number 5 now. We got the NPD for January of 2022.
Yep.
So this comes from VentureBeat. That's Jeff Grubb's website, right?
Yeah, but I think Matt Piscatella is the one.
His website.
It's the website he works for, right?
No, I'm sure he created it.
Oh, did he? Well.
I think Matt Piscatella is the one that does the NPD stuff, because the bullet points that I have here are from his Twitter thread. Okay,
cool. So I got some bullet points here, as Ignacio just mentioned. Let me go through them here. So PlayStation 5 was the best-selling hardware platform of January 2022 in both units and dollars. The Xbox Series ranked second across both measures as well. So PS5 still very healthily on top. So look at that. Pokemon Legends Arceus was January's best-selling game. So that's great. Very good game.
Arceus.
Arceus.
Avocado. Avalanche.
Very loved across the Whatnauts, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah,
so
I would call it
excellent game. Every one of us thinks it's excellent.
Yeah, everyone over on Crossplay loves it. Yeah, including Alan. He actually probably likes it the most that he bought it twice. You know what I mean, guys?
Right.
So, true, actually.
Twice. Yeah.
He bought it twice. And then what do we got here? Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales ranked as the 6th best-selling game of January. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales now trails only Marvel's Spider-Man and God of War in lifetime dollar sales for Sony published titles since 1995. So that is awesome. Look at that.
Game.
Very good game. Whatnauts his game of the year last year, or 2020. Which one was it? I don't remember.
Correct.
What was our game of the year for last year?
It's just dead silent.
I know Guardians was second.
Guardians was second. Was there? Oh, Ratchet and Clank. Was it Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank was number 1. Okay. Yeah.
All right, and then the Xbox Elite Series 2 wireless controller was the best-selling accessory of January 2022 as well. I'm surprised it's not the baby blue PS5 DualSense. You know what I mean? Couldn't find that one anywhere.
Oh, right, they did release.
You guys got any of those colors? No?
Nope.
No new colors?
Nah, I'm not big into buying more controllers than I need.
I'm trying to get my the PS5 the blue plates, blue face plates, and the blue controller. I want that baby blue one, real cutie, real cutie there. All right,
I'm fine with the white.
Okay.
You gonna read the list?
What list? Oh, you want me to open the link here?
Best-selling games, yeah.
Okay, so top selling games here of the month.
Yep.
All right, of January 2022. This is physical and full game digital from Nintendo eShop. All this here. Ranked on dollar sales, of course. So, number 1 here. Well, let's go from number 10 actually. Number 10, Battlefield 2042. Incredible.
I'm surprised that it is even here in the top 10.
And they even said that Halo Infinite messed them up too. So look at that, Battlefield.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
That they just blaming someone else.
Did you guys?
I mean, it is true.
Damn it, Halo!
Yeah, it is true.
God damn it, Halo! Did you guys see when they were releasing like a new content or something? They were like, if you play at this time, you can get this beanie for your operator. Did you see that post? All it was a freaking beanie hat. As a new content, you know what I mean? I was like, this has got to be satire, dude. Like, there's no way. They're just just a freaking beanie and that's it. It doesn't even look good. It's just a weird off-color beanie. But anyway, Battlefield 2042. I actually won that from Circle and Squares podcast. I won that from them, Battlefield 2042. They had a giveaway and they gave that to me. And that was so shout out to them.
Speaking of Halo and Battlefield, I'm looking at the 10 through 20, and Halo Infinite is at number 18, down from number 2 last month.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah,
look at that. So maybe Battlefield is wrong. Huh? Maybe Battlefield is wrong. But yeah, so it's actually really bad, Battlefield 2042. So. And then number 9 here, we got Rainbow Six Extraction at number 9. This was not on the list on the top 10 last time, which is did it come out it came out last month, right? In January.
Yeah, January.
Okay.
No,
it just came out, right?
Been on the list.
Okay, yeah, actually just came out. Okay. I played a little bit of it. It's a pretty cool game. And then number 8 here, Mario Kart 8 still on top 10 like usual.
Excuse me, that's Mario Kart Infinity. It's just an infinity symbol turned on its side because they want us to play that forever.
Yes. That's crazy, dude.
Also, it doesn't count digital sales.
Doesn't count digital stuff. Gosh! Wild! And then number 7, FIFA 22. Number 6, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, as we just mentioned. And then God of War 2018 at number 5 was
number 146.
There is a reason behind it.
Was it because of the PC release?
Yeah, it is a PC release.
Okay. So does this count the PC release?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the PC. Wow, I'm surprised. I did not expect it to sell that much on PC, but look at that. That's great. We already got like that GTA character mod in it as Kratos. You know, the guy that says, shit, here we go again.
TJ?
You guys seen that? TJ? Yeah, that one. He's CJ, playing him as, he's Kratos, yeah. And then number 4 is Madden NFL 22. Man, I can't believe people are still getting ripped off by those sports games, man. And then number 3, Monster Hunter Rise from 94.
Same deal. I was good for.
Oh yeah, that one was also on PC as well. So there we go. That's great. That you see, now they see, right? Bringing it to PC makes sense. Now Sony sees that as well with God of War. And then number 2, we got Call of Duty Vanguard as usual. Call of Duty always at the top. But number 1 here, Pokemon Legends Arceus. There you go. Yep. Not digital sales, physical sales only. I myself bought it digital. What about you guys?
Me too.
Digital?
Digital.
I feel like if they did digital for all the Switch games, it would only be Switch games up here. I feel like it'd only be Switch games.
At least like the top 5.
Yeah. Pretty much. Like Mario Kart 8 and Pokemon Legends are, Pokemon is already 1. Mario Kart 8 would probably be 2 or 1 if even, you know?
Yeah.
I think.
Mario Superstars is at 15.
Okay. So and Animal Crossing at 16. Look at that. Yeah. Some other interesting ones. What do we got here?
Smash Bros.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond at 11. Smash Bros. Ultimate at 19. If it counted digital, I actually bought it last month on digital because I had it physical before and then I sold it, but I bought it digital. So that would have probably been number 1 if it counted my sale, you know, my purchase. Yeah. And then, did I forget anything? No. Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay. So that is your NPD for January 2022. And Ignacio, what does NPD stand for?
National polling data.
Incorrect.
Non-punchable data.
Exactly.
Right.
Punchable. Please define punchable.
Punchable. He's saying punchable.
Oh no,
yeah,
punchable.
Non-punchable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Data. I was going for fungible, but
yeah,
punchable too. That works.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. So that is it for the big.
Wait. What does it stand for?
Non-punchable data.
No penis data.
No Pokemon demons. That's all big news for the week.
Now playing Disney.
Now playing Disney. Exactly. That's the one.
Yeah.
I thought you would know, Ignacio. That's why I was asking you, but apparently you're not a real gamer.
I already said national polling data.
No, you're probably wrong.
It doesn't make any sense if
yeah, it's absolutely wrong. No police departments anymore.
Hey.
No police. Let's move on, my friends, here to the new and notable.
All right. Coming out this week in the video game world. Well, first of all, Cyberpunk 2077 is out now for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X with its version 1.5 patch, which is also now live for PC and last-gen consoles. I can finally play that game. This is what I've been waiting for.
Been waiting.
Finally.
Yeah.
I wonder if this will make it reach the top 10 best-selling games according to the National Purchase Diary panel.
Oh, absolutely not. I think you're wrong.
It's a diary? Should we be reading this?
Yeah.
It's someone's diary?
Oh, wait. Formerly National Purchase Diary panel.
Oh, formerly. Okay.
And what is it now?
No police departments. We already said it.
Is this Matt Piscatella's personal diary?
Yeah. I guess it would just be National Purchase Diary.
Okay.
Anyways, after Cyberpunk, Destiny 2, The Witch Queen is coming out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, as well as PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. That's out on February 22nd.
There you go.
Soul Cresta is out on PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC as well on the 22nd. Martha is Dead. Why did you say that name?
Put in the name. Say Martha.
That's out on PlayStation 5, current gen, Xboxes, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC.
Have you guys...
and that's out on February 24th.
You guys seen this game?
No, but I saw the news.
I saw a video where you're cutting off the face of a woman that is dead.
Wow.
And that is the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
It got censored on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, like they took that out, I think. But that is the most gruesome thing I've ever seen. And makes me want to play it, but also it's a very horrible, horrific horror game. So
I hear Kyle will play it.
So I would like to watch somebody play it.
Sounds like she's already dead.
Yeah, so, exactly. So what's the point?
Not much I can do.
What's the point of figuring it out? Cool.
After that, the one everyone has been waiting for, Elden Ring, is out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, February 25th.
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Grid Legends is out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, February 25th as well. How do you guys think that will do compared to Elden Ring?
It will
Grid Legends will outsell Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's what the internet is saying.
There's a wider audience for Grid Legends than there is for Elden.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it.
Everyone likes
they're calling it the
games,
Elden
right?
Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring is very niche. Very niche.
Yeah. And last up, Majora's Mask. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is coming to Nintendo Switch Online February 25th. There you go. Those are all the games that are out this coming week. So the new and notable is now old and noted.
There you go.
God, why do you try to make that a thing?
It's a thing already. I'm sorry.
I didn't make it a thing. Yeah, that's just ingrained
You're trying
in the
to
DNA of our show.
We gotta say it. We gotta say it though. All
Indeed.
right.
With that, though, we're going to go ahead and move on to the lightning round.
Ignacio, pay attention.
Just waiting there.
I was waiting for someone to call me out. I was waiting for someone to call me out. First news story, and probably the biggest one for the lightning round. Digimon Con online event will take place next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Quote from the press release. The first ever Digimon Con will be a celebration of all things Digimon, presenting a wider range of content for the enjoyment of people all over the world who love Digimon. Guys, how excited are you?
Is that the biggest news?
Guys, you should check out this game called Damer 1994 Sandcastle. I feel like this should be in the lightning round here.
Why are we talking about this? Do you know we're talking about Digimon?
Because it's a lightning round game here. It's a game that's inspired by Resident Evil 2 remake, actually. And they're releasing a demo February 21 to 28. I think you should look it up, Ignacio. You'd probably like this game.
Why are we talking about this? You know, we're talking about Digimon.
You'd probably like this game, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Saw this come up here.
I'll let you talk about your fucking Final Fantasy. Now let me talk about my Digimon.
All right. What do you got to say about it? Are you going?
So, yeah. Very exciting.
You're going?
What was it? Am I going?
Yeah.
It's an online event, and I think we will be recording the podcast at that time. But very exciting.
It's at 8 p.m., dude. We'll be long done at 8 p.m. Yeah, our podcast lasts for more than 3 hours.
I don't know if you're sitting there talking about Final Fantasy 14 the entire time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll be
You'll
after
be
the podcast. Man, that sucks.
So you'll be there.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they could announce. Of course, most probably we will see stuff for the anime, the Vital Bracelet Band, the TCG. But I think that there is a good chance that we could finally see something about Digimon Survive. I'm not getting my hopes up, but it is very possible. Also, we could see the announcement of another Digimon game. It is worth noting that I saw this from an email from Bandai Namco.
So you're on there.
Bandai Namco does games.
So you're on their subscriber list.
Yeah, I don't know why. And Digimon is by Bandai.
Yeah.
So it being Bandai Namco, I think that could mean that we could see this Digimon Survive. Not there's also the mobile game that came out in China or South Korea, I think. Maybe that could get an international release, but who knows?
Okay, cool.
And then moving on to less exciting news. Next up, we have Nathan Drake and Chloe Frazier are now on Fortnite. These are both the Uncharted 4 skins and also the Uncharted movie skins.
Yeah, so
you have two versions for each character.
Wait, is Chloe Frazier in the Uncharted movie?
Yeah.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Have you not seen the trailers?
I guess I never noticed.
He has seen the trailer. We did a reaction to it.
She's in the trailer? The first trailer?
Core.
Oh, wow.
She is in the trailer. They call her Chloe.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's
also,
cool.
By the way, good movie, entertaining movie. I recommend it.
I want to watch it still. Yeah, I want to watch it.
You should.
If someone gifts me these Uncharted skins, I will gift you the Godzilla skin when it comes out.
When it comes out.
Yeah.
Not if it comes out.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Next news story. You can play the DLC courses for Mario Kart 8 online without owning them. So we just got the announcement of new tracks for the game. So even if you do not own the tracks, you will still be able to play them online.
So if it's just random, like it'll happen. Like if that's so cool. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Very good.
That's a great Nintendo decision right there.
Indeed. Next up here, we have The Witcher 3 game director assembles a new startup studio.
Ah.
I think that's all we know about it.
I guess it's actually time for an announcement, guys. For me.
Sure.
What's the next one, Ignacio?
You just said you had an announcement.
Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. Frazier Studios' new Twitter banner seems to be teasing Metroid Prime 4.
You saw this? Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that new
What's
artwork?
your announcement?
Crazy.
Oh, wait, I don't have an announcement, dude.
The one that you said you had an announcement.
It was just, like you said they're setting a new startup studio, and that was my joke.
What?
You guys saw this? Crazy, huh? You think they're teasing Metroid Prime 4 or what? Or they're just changing their banner?
Well, if you see the banner, it is clearly Samus.
Yeah, Samus.
There, her shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Or her silhouette.
So it's just new.
So
new
I'm guessing it is.
What are we thinking here, Speculation.
I mean, it is about sound.
Is this Resident Evil 4 remake or what?
You know what, Gino?
It looks like
there's
Street Fighter 6.
Next news story. People trying out Switch Sports right now cannot talk about the game.
That's interesting. I found that out recently, and I thought it was funny because I saw one of my friends streaming the game, actually. I saw someone stream, and then I found this out after, and then I went to check if they were still on, and they weren't. So.
Did you check if they were still alive?
Let me check. Actually, that too. That's very interesting. Maybe.
Is there a VOD?
Yes, I'm looking for right now. You go ahead.
While you look that up, I'll go to the next news story. The Cuphead show is out right now. And speaking of
Netflix,
out right now, the Uncharted movie is also out right now.
You can go watch it. Go see it. So you went and saw this, Ignacio. You went and saw Uncharted?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Fun movie. Very fun movie.
Here you go. I have yet to check out the Cuphead show because that's on Netflix, but it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that one. Gino, does your friend still exist on this mortal plane?
Yeah, they do actually, and the VOD has not been deleted. I want to see when they found out that they couldn't stream it. Maybe. Okay, we'll just find that out later. But they do exist, so they do exist. They're still alive. I obviously am not sharing because don't want them to die,
Someone else I know that was playing and it did mention that you couldn't play with your friends in this beta.
Yeah, I think it is only random people.
Are you sure that the person that mentioned it has friends? Kyle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am sure.
Okay. So then, maybe
they have more than you. Let's put it that way, Mr.
Right.
I played 10 hours of the Horizon Forbidden West because no one likes me.
Let's relax over here, Daymare 1994 Sandcastle. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle. Ignacio, check it out. You might like it.
Well, I thought you were going to put it on the talk.
Here you go. Put it right there. But anyway, that is the lightning round, my friends. And that is all the news that we have right here written on the doc. So we have nothing else to talk about, my friends. Ignacio, or actually, I'll let you check that out. Kyle, what are you looking forward to this week, my friend?
Man, more Horizon.
Yeah.
Hopefully getting into that game and get to spend some quality time with that because I too have no friends.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You do have a girlfriend, and you're moving in with her.
Yep. Moving in with her.
Very exciting.
Exciting stuff.
Very exciting. Very exciting. And where can people find you? On the internet? And
you guys can find me
hold on. Before you continue.
God interrupting me.
Where can they find you once you move? What's that exact address?
Not going to mention that unless you pay my bills.
Okay.
So DM me. No, you guys can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on Twitter, and yeah, that's
cool.
where I am.
All right, and Ignacio, what do you think of Daymare 1994 Sandcastle? What do you think?
Still loading out the trailer.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got the slow internet. So what do you look at?
It does look like Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, right.
I'll give you that.
I
haven't seen any gameplay yet.
Did you only play 8 hours of Resident Evil 2 remake in one room, Kyle? Is that what it was? Was it you that did that? That you stayed in one room for like 8 hours or something?
I didn't stay in one room for 8 hours, but no. I only played the like part A, like the main story.
Okay.
And I
remember Ignacio ragged on you.
12 hours.
Ignacio ragged on you.
He was like, why did it take you so long to beat that?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I was just taking my time. Chill out.
That was the thing. You took so long.
I see.
That was the thing.
So yeah, maybe you might be interested
Big scary monsters in that house, okay?
Yeah, because I think it might have taken me 8 hours to do both A and B.
And it took me like 10 or 12 to just beat that the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Daymare thing actually looks like Resident Evil 2. That's why I'm bringing it up. Ignacio, what are you looking forward to this week?
Playing more Horizon, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Where can people find you?
Also more Arceus. I'm still playing Arceus.
Really?
Very fun game.
Game's old already, man.
Excellent.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, but it's old already. So.
But it is excellent.
Yeah, but it's old. Ignacio, so where can people find you on the internet?
People can find me on Twitter at Ignacio Rojas B. That's IGNACIOROJASB.
Okay, cool. So I am, of course, very excited to continue playing Horizon. And what else? Watch people play Elden Ring. I'm very excited to watch some people play Elden Ring. I am going to get that later on. Not going to get it as soon as it comes out. Do want to get it later on. Not very not going crazy for it, but I do want to play it. I am interested in playing Elden Ring, so excited to see how excited people will be when that comes out. Hopefully it's everything that everyone hopes for. And Horizon, very, very great game. I think it's going to be better than any other game this year. Anyway,
wow.
You get
big words.
Yeah. You guys can also
Breath of the Wild could come out this year. God of War could come out this year.
Yeah, but anyway, you guys can find me over on Twitter at GinoVII, and then you can find all of us over on Twitter at the Whatnauts on Twitter.
Are you Gino7 on Twitter?
GinoVII. No, I'm not on Twitter. I'm Gino_Viteri.
Oh yeah.
Did I say Twitter? GinoVII?
You said Twitter.
Okay, that's Twitch. Sorry, that's Twitch. Twitter, Gino_Viteri. And that's what I wanted to change my name on Twitch to just Gino Viteri, but apparently I can't do that. Apparently I have to take it. So
change it to Gino7 Remake.
Snooze, you lose.
Yeah, so if anyone out there is also Gino Viteri and you have that name, just be on the lookout.
Wonder why don't you do the underscore?
Because underscores is for nerds, man. I freaking just want my name.
I'm Ignacio_Rojas in Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you're Gino_Viteri on Twitter.
Yeah, that's Twitter, though. I don't want to put it on Twitch, but so what I was saying was if your name is Gino Viteri and that's your Twitch username, be on the lookout because I'm coming for you. Okay. So you guys can find all of us on the Whatnauts on Twitch, Twitter, the podcasts, your podcasts of choice, TikTok, Hulu. My Hulu subscription is over, so can't really. Not Hulu, sorry. Spotify. They're both green. You know what I mean? Spotify, you can find us over on there. You'll find all of our shows there as long as you look up the Whatnauts. So this has been Crossplay, my friends. Kyle, say bye.
Bye.
Ignacio, say bye.
Bye.
Alan, say bye.
He's not here. He's dead.
All right, so that's me, Gino. That has been Ignacio. That has been Kyle. Alan is dead. And this has been Crossplay. Have a good night, my friends.